What's up guys, I'm RiverFox, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be asking the question, will Xiao be worthwhile getting from the new 1.3 update banner when it comes out? With everything that we do know about Xiao so far, he's going to have some pretty unique abilities to him, so we trying to work out whether he's going to be a good character or a really bad character, and is he going to be worthwhile getting from the banner. So I'm going to shift my webcam over there and I will see you in a second. Okay, so this is Xiao, and what we know so far about him, Xiao is a highly mobile burst damage dealer. He can sacrifice HP to obtain increased damage and jumping power for a short time. Now, for his talents and his abilities, now he is a polearm user, so a little bit like Zhongli and Zhangling. He's going to use a polearm, and he, by the looks of his abilities here, is going to have quite a lot of sort of swirling motion attacks and a slam into the ground, which can be pretty useful for getting rid of shields, getting rid of, hordes of enemies around you. It can be quite useful for that. Now, for the normal attack, it says performs up to 6 rapid strikes, and for the charged attack, consumes stamina to perform an upward thrust. Again, can be quite a useful ability to use. Now, he does also have some other talents as well, which again are going to be really a useful talent to have. And it's called Lemniscatic Wind Cycling. Performs a high-speed dash, dealing animo damage to enemies in his path. Can be used while airborne, starts with 2 charges. Now, this can be used to basically eliminate any fall damage that you may take, as you would normally be with any other character in the game. If you jump off from even the highest of places in Genshin Impact, you are not going to take any fall damage whatsoever, which is a pretty decent and useful ability to have. And also you can use your thrusting abilities twice, I think it is there, to thrust yourself forward off that cliff as well, and also for attacking other enemies. So he's got some pretty damn good abilities to him. Now, the other talent that he have, which is his sort of main talent, is where he will put on this mask, and when he's got his mask on, he will be able to deal some really insane damage. But the downside to this is when he's using this ability, every bit of damage that he causes will also reduce his HP. So there's going to be quite a few instances, I think, with a lot of deaths, a lot of regenerating at the Statue of the Seven. And yeah, you're not going to want to use that main attack ability too often, because you will pretty much find yourself dead within seconds. So it's going to be an ability, I think, that you will use in certain circumstances, and not one that you will be spamming like other characters that you will use. Now, with this is called the Bane of all evil. Dons the Yaksha's mask that once struck fear into gods and demons alike. Greatly increases Xiao's jumping ability. Increases Xiao's attack, AoE and damage. Xiao's attack damage is converted to animo damage, which cannot be overridden by any other elemental infusion. In this state, Xiao will continuously lose HP. The effects of this skill end when Xiao leaves the field. So even if you have finished your ability, it's still going to continually lose your HP unless you use it as a support or something, that he's going to, be taken off the field, use a different character that will prevent him losing any further health in the process. But one thing that does kind of worry me is he is an animo damage character, and Myself personally, I've never been a massive fan of the animal element. I myself much more prefer to use electric and fire, but you know, just because I'm not an animal fan doesn't mean I wouldn't, you know, want to use him, and he will certainly have his perks. It's gonna be really tough, I think, to determine, you know, if he's gonna be really good or really bad until he actually comes out properly. But my personal opinion, and I've seen this in a previous game that I used to play Fortnite Save the World for quite some time, and we did have a similar sort of ability in there where you had certain weapons that you would lose health every time that you used that weapon, and yes, the weapon would deal more damage, but you would take more damage yourself every time you used it, and I wasn't a fan of that. I didn't like that at all. I didn't use those weapons. I didn't use those characters at all. It was not something that I enjoyed using. But saying that, it's an absolutely unique ability in this game, and I don't want to be sitting here trying to, you know, compare it to the previous game I played, because they are completely different games. I'm hoping that they will work it in such a way that you will be able to still use that ability when you need to, but all we can hope is that his initial attack damage and his initial talents are going to be enough to get you through majority of the attacking that you will need, and this special Bane of all evil hopefully is only something that you really need to use just to finish off those last final few enemies if you can't get rid of them beforehand. So it's going to be very tricky, and we are going to need to unfortunately wait properly until he comes out so we can get the trial run of him and see what he's like. I do want to get him. I'm one of these people. I want to try and get every character I can in Genshin Impact, whether I end up using them or leveling them up. At some point, somewhere along the lines in the game, there will be an instance where you will need a certain character. So I've always been under the mindset myself that if there's somebody out there, then I want to try and get him. Of course, I'm not going to be spending money on wishes to get him out the banner. I will only be using whatever Primogems I can obtain in that time. But I will, however, be trying to get him from the banner. He does look absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure somewhere along the lines I will be able to find somewhere in a loadout that he will be beneficial and useful and could be pretty damn OP with the right artifacts and the right talents leveled up on him and the right loadout with him. He could end up being a really OP character. So myself, yes, I recommend trying to get him, because I think he's going to be OP. I just have this feeling that he will be. But please only take my opinion as my personal opinion. It is not something to tell you, yes, you need to go and get this, you're going to miss out on a great character, because we just don't know yet until he comes out. But I think he's awesome. I think he's got some great abilities to him, some great characteristics. So I will be trying to get him. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the banners will have luck for me. But I hope you do find this video useful. If you do, don't forget to hit the like, smash subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You can follow me over on Twitter, Twitch and Discord. I do stream quite regularly, so come and check me out. But I hope you have a fantastic day. Here's to Genshin 1.3, and stay safe, my friends.